So I'd like to start with the fact that I wasn't even going to record this video in the first place. I was actually going to be recording something else, but something told me that I needed to talk about this today. And it's something that's been on my mind, especially yesterday. So here we go. Yesterday, I did absolutely nothing. I didn't do any work. I didn't produce any content. I didn't schedule anything out. I just kind of existed. I mean, I meditated. I relaxed. I took a bath for a long time and just meditated for hours. I didn't have any motivation to work on my YouTube channel, and I started to feel like it was a wasted day. The worst part is that I make videos about overcoming resistance and about pushing past it. And it's kind of silly. And this is why I almost wasn't going to record this video, is because I've been pushing past it a long time now. And some days, like yesterday, I felt like I was behind because I couldn't get myself to push past the resistance. So I kind of feel like a hypocrite sometimes, like an imposter. It's I think it's kind of like silly when someone doesn't follow their own advice. And that's kind of what it felt like for me yesterday. I just couldn't get myself to do anything, even a small task. I'm not sure if anyone here has felt the same. You know, living up to your own expectations can be really hard. And I think we're taught to it's kind of like I said in my other video, how I knew exactly what I needed to do, yet I still didn't do it. I don't know. I was questioning a lot of things yesterday about who I am and who I want to become. I I don't know. I was supposed to record videos yesterday, but I felt like I couldn't because, you know, who am I to be giving advice? Like I felt like what I had to share wasn't valuable. I was struggling with a sense of like self self-worth, and it's really hard to recognize your own worth sometimes. Like I'm not trying to pretend like I have it all figured out, but in a sense, like I still feel like sometimes I don't know who I am or who I want to be. Every once in a while I get this idea of who I would like to be, and I see aspects of others that I admire and that I think, oh, maybe I'd want to be like that. And then another side of me is like, is that me? Or is that just like the expectations that I have from other people collecting kind of in all sorts of different ways? Like, is it what I want or is it what I think others want of me? Like, knowing the balance between what you value and what other people expect. I don't know. Maybe I just needed to get back in touch with myself, even though I don't think I fully like achieved that. I don't know if I'll be able to do that all in one day, but I think I'm definitely closer. Maybe maybe the real problem is expectations. Expectations that I put on myself. that if I'm not always moving forward, then I'm falling behind. I realize that the irony in this situation is that, it's part of the process, I guess. It's it's additional resistance. And maybe that's what I need. Maybe I need that so that way I can talk about this today, even though I was planning to record a different video. I felt like I needed to talk about self worth and taking rest because, it's hard to accept the fact that sometimes you need to have days of rest because we're wired to think that we always need to be productive and producing. And I don't know if this will resonate with anyone. I and I hope it doesn't sound like I'm just venting or complaining. I don't really know my I don't really know what the outcome of this video will be, or I mean, yeah, I just felt called to talk about this because no matter how perfect or action oriented I've become, or not become, that's not the right word. Essentially, essentially what I'm trying to say is there doesn't need to be a perfect solution. I still I still feel wired to be productive every day. I still feel like I'm falling behind if I don't. And I still feel like I should have gotten something done yesterday. Maybe I don't know. Maybe this video is proof that you don't have to have it all figured out, that you could press on even if one day didn't go as planned and you have a day that was wasted. Maybe this is about resetting and not letting that failure or that stumble in the path completely deter you. Maybe we don't have to have it all figured out. We can have days that don't go completely to plan and we do nothing. And that's okay. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it okay to have days where you do nothing? Or am I just kidding myself? Either way, welcome to a new chapter.